Hey guys, welcome to my channel. In my previous video, I asked you guys if you would be interested in seeing a dupes video. Many of you guys said yes. This side is my expensive side, and then this side is my affordable side. And if you guys haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel down below and follow me over on Instagram at Tanya Cheban. So this side will be my expensive bougie side, and then this one will be my affordable, you can get the same exact look side. So right over here we have the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer. I love Hourglass products, but there is just no way I am going to spend this much money on a primer because I have this amazing dupe that literally gives the same finish. This is the NYX Angel Veil. Both products don't have any oil in it. Very similar consistency and formula, so I'm gonna apply the Hourglass one first. So I'm just gonna blend this in. I'm not even kidding. Same exact texture. Feels like I'm applying the same product all over my face. As I'm blending this in, you guys can just tell how smooth my face looks. I actually forgot how good these primers were. I haven't used them in such a long time, but they just make my face feel really soft and velvety. So right over here I have the IT Cosmetics CC creams, and these aren't necessarily foundations. They are full coverage. They have 50% SPF. This is such a beautiful, dewy, full coverage foundation. Every single time I wear it, it just looks like skin, makes my skin look nice and glowy and youthful. I just highly recommend you guys trying out the IT Cosmetics CC creams if you guys haven't already. Recently, this is the foundation that I discovered in the drugstore. Ever since I bought it, I've been wearing it non-stop. I'm talking about the L'Oreal Infallible Freshwear foundation. Amazing coverage, both have sunscreen in them. This foundation just wears a really long time. It looks so beautiful on the skin. It gives you a nice dewy finish. I am in the shade 420 True Beige, and this is like a perfect foundation color for me. Let's go in with the CC cream first. And I am using the shade Light. And then on the other side, I'm gonna go in with the Freshwear foundation. The shade, such a huge difference. But it's okay, we'll make it work. I love to use a beauty sponge to blend this out, but I think I'm gonna use this e.l.f. blender brush. Really similar finishes. I actually can't believe it. Let's move on to concealers. I wanted to find something that was really similar to the Tarte Shape Tape. I was swatching a whole bunch of concealers out of my makeup collection, and the closest thing that I found were these Girl Pro Conceal concealers. I don't know if they're exactly the same thing, but when I swatched them, they were really similar in formula. I'm gonna go in with the shade Light Sand, and the shade that I have is Cool Nude. I'm trying to apply the same amount of product under each eye just to compare the coverage. I'm going to use this Huda Beauty sponge to blend out the under eye concealer. Moving on to powder, this is another really good dupe. I have the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder in one. I love this powder. It's so finely milled. It's just a really good smoothing under eye powder. You have to be careful with it though because it can flash back in photos. And then for the dupe, I have this e.l.f. under eye powder. This is like $3. Again, really similar. You do get a lot more product in the Laura Mercier powder. Then I also go over my eyelids a little bit. For bronzers, we have Benefit Cosmetics Hoola bronzer. This is a cult favorite. Mine has a name on it because Benefit customized my little Hoola bronzer, which is really, really cute. I'm gonna be sad once I go through this. The reason why I wanted to find a dupe for this is because it is so popular, but not everybody can get their hands on it. So I wanted to find something in my collection that is the closest to its shade, and this is the BH Cosmetics Brilliance Bronzer in the shade Golden Gal. They look quite similar in the pan, and when I swatch them, maybe the BH one is a little bit more golden than Benefit. For the bronzers, I'm going to use 2 different brushes. I can't apply my bronzer with one hand, I always have to use 2. So there is the Benefit bronzer. I love it because it can go both ways when it comes to bronzing or contouring your skin. Next up, we're going in with the BH bronzer. I'm grabbing a different brush. Okay, I wasn't sure if these were similar, but ooh, once they're on my face, I literally can't tell a difference. They literally look the same. Okay, so for blush, I cannot believe how similar these 2 products are. Well, of course, everything is going to be similar just because they are dupes, but honestly, you guys, this is a really, really close dupe. Right over here, we have this Nars Free Soul blush. It just has this really pretty, like, luminous glow to it. So the dupe that I have here is this Covergirl blush in Rose Silk. They are so similar. It is scary. Use my little blush brush, wipe it off. I always make sure that my brushes are clean. I'm gonna go in. It's a quite pigmented blush, so you do want to apply a little bit, and I'm gonna smile and just apply this to the apples of my cheeks. I'm gonna apply a little bit more than usual because I really want you guys to see the finish that these blushes will give. So there's that Nars one. I'm cleaning off the brush again. And then I'm going to go in with the CoverGirl one. I'm just going to use the opposite side. As you guys can see, look how pigmented that is. Both blushes are, the pigment is there, you can say. I don't know if you guys can tell. Literally the same exact thing. I love finding dupes. It's so amazing. Okay, so that is that. My previous video, I mentioned something about these 2 palettes. This is the Hourglass Ambient Metallic Strobe palette. I don't even know if it's still available, but I do know they have similar ones out there. Either way, even if it's not the same exact thing, I have a dupe for the highlighter palettes. So this is the LA Girl Moonlight Magic highlighting palette. So they just have really similar shades and the finish is really, really similar. So I'm gonna go in with this highlighting one first. You know, just dip my brush into all 3. Tap off the excess. As you guys can see, it just gives me such a natural looking glow. For the LA Girl one, I'm just going in with these 2 because these are great for somebody with a deeper complexion. And I don't know if you guys can see. Very similar. Would you look at that? This is the Nars Brow Perfector Brow Pencil. I'm in the shade Medium Brown. This also has a spoolie and then you have your brow pencil. So I really like the packaging. It's really easy and convenient. But I haven't been using this just because I've been obsessed with my CoverGirl Soft Brown Brow Pencil. I already lost the caps to it. Like, I can't even twist this up anymore just because I have like a tiny bit left, but it's okay because I have backups to this brow pencil. It's my all-time favorite. As I was swatching my brow pencils in my makeup collection, these 2, the same brow shade. I have been loving more of like a natural looking brow. I just underline them and fill in the sparse areas, and then I'm just gonna brush it out one more time. And then this is my CoverGirl brow. That's the last of my CoverGirl brow pencil. I love you. For the eyeshadows, I have this Smashbox eyeshadow trio. As soon as I saw this, I'm like, hold up, this looks awfully similar to my Revlon Color Stay. Very similar. I just like the Revlon Color Stay more just because the Revlon has a matte dark brown and a highlight shade. We're gonna do our eyes with a little bit of green today, and we're just gonna play around. Go in with this brown. And then I'm actually gonna go over with some green just to make, you know, I have green eyes, might make my eyes pop a little bit. And then to highlight my brow bone, I'm gonna go in with the lightest shade. And I'm also gonna take that on my inner corner. I have this like color switch thing that gets rid of all the excess eyeshadow. So I'm gonna go in with this bronzy color here. And then I'm gonna go in with the green. There's also no fallout between the two palettes. I'm gonna add the highlight shade now. So for my mascaras, I found a perfect dupe for the Too Faced mascara. The brush looking like this. And then we have the Covergirl Exhibitionist mascara. Just very similar wands. For the dupe, we have the Covergirl mascara. Looking at my lashes, same length, the fullness, they're not clumpy, nice and separated. To be honest with you guys, the Covergirl one looks a little bit fluffier. I feel like the Too Faced one clumped up my lashes, not too much, but for the most part, very similar mascaras. And for me personally, like, I do not like spending more than $20 on a mascara, considering that you still need to switch them out like every 3 months, because this is just something that you always need to restock on. I'm going to also apply some mascara to my lower lashes. So we are almost done with this video. Last thing we have to do is lips. So starting off with lip liners, I recently discovered these Dose of Colors lip liners. They are so good. What I love about them is that they stay put, but they're still creamy, you know what I mean? So they're not super drying. They just go on really, really nice. The shade I have here is Undressed. Then the closest drugstore dupe that I could find to this lip pencil is the L'Oreal Color Rich Matte Lip Pencil. This one is in the shade Mating Call or Matting Call because it's matte. Get it? Okay. Anyways. Yeah, I love these L'Oreal Color Rich lip pencils, and they're also really nice and creamy. So they're very, very similar, these two. Let's just go ahead and apply these lip liners and compare. These are so alike. I can't get over how close these are in color. Do you guys see this? I'm not the only one. Buxom Cosmetics, one of my favorite brands for lip products, especially like their glosses and anything. I love Buxom so much. And so they have these really cute like pillow pout like lip powders. They're really easy, they're lightweight. And then when I discovered these Revlon lip products, this is a Revlon lip tint, you can say. They have a very similar like applicator. At first they go on a little glossy or creamy because they're not like a lip powder formula, but they wear very similar to the Buxom ones. Alright you guys, so this is my completed look. I am really happy with the dupes that I have discovered. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Instagram if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.